how powerful story is in our speech. So let's welcome our current president, competitive speaker, Belinda Ko.
A few days ago, there was a severe typhoon. So after the typhoon, my mom went to the wet market. Now my mom is a grumpy mom. More grumpy than Jim. And when she came back, she delivered such a long speech, just like the projects that we had from our advanced manual, Speaking to Inform. Her speech objective was to inform me, since this mic is not working. Really? You can't? Okay. Her speech objective was to inform me how it was the most stupid idea to go to the wet market after the typhoon. But the thing is, when I was listening to her, I was lost. So lost that I was thinking, what on earth is going on here? So as her individual evaluator, I said to her, Mom, thank you for telling me that it was a bad idea to go to the wet market after the typhoon. But look, here's the thing. Your speech was like here and there, like all over the place. My suggestion, redo the project. Fellow Toastmasters, have you ever seen a speech that is all over the place? Yeah, you've given one.
Yes.
Yeah, but let's go back to the speech that is all over the place. How do you feel when you see a speech all over the place? Confused, lost, so frustrated, wanted to end. Have you ever given one? A speech that is all over the place. Ben has given one. Yeah. Yeah. The feeling of giving a speech that is all over the place when you're on the stage, you just want it to end as soon as possible. Yes. So in this workshop, we are going to look at the ways how to avoid it. But let's take a moment to think back. Now in the next minute or so, I'd like you to talk to the person sitting next to you and think about what are the qualities of a good speech. Okay. What are the qualities of a good speech? You have 1 minute to talk to the person sitting next to you. Thank you. So anyone, qualities of a good speech?
Structure.
Good structure, good.
Good topic.
Good story, good. Good topic.
Content and delivery should be the perfect combination.
Content, delivery, message, the content, the story, we're getting there. Okay. Now, what we know from Toastmasters is tell a story, make a point, right? Tell a story, make a point. But what we may not know is this. How do we make our story fantastic? Now the keyword here is fantastic. What's the keyword here?
Fantastic.
So, in this workshop, you will pick up a mindset that is essential of creating a story. 7 C's to create a fantastic story. Now, because the keyword here is fantastic, let's call these the 7 fantasies. Wow, grand name, yeah. Okay, making your story fantastic. Mindset. When you're creating a story, your story is your story is your journey. Remember, your story is your journey. Now, if you're asking, what kind of journey is that? I would say a roller coaster journey. Okay. What are the qualities? What are the characteristics of a roller coaster journey? Yeah, full of up and downs, here and there. Sometimes you go up and then all of a sudden you go down. So, roller coaster journey. Now, your journey tryout. I'd like you to form yourself into groups of 4. Okay, form yourself into groups of 4 first. Imagine this. So you can sit down actually. Yes. this morning, just this morning, you had your you went on a roller coaster ride for the very first time. Okay? This morning you went on a roller coaster ride for the very first time. Now I'm giving you 5 minutes. Okay? Talk among your groups, and later on be ready to send out one person to give a 2-minute speech about this experience. Okay? This morning, roller coaster ride for the first time. Talk among your groups, and later on be prepared to send a person to make a 2-minute speech about this experience. 5 minutes, go. Okay, time. When you hear me say fantastic. When you hear me say fantastic. When you hear me say fantastic. Great. Now, who will be willing to take on this first challenge? I see a lady at the back. Later. Okay, you are volunteered. You have volunteered. Can we give her some encouragement? Yeah. What's your name? Eileen. Yeah. Okay. Do you need a mic?
Yes.
Okay. Let's welcome Eileen. Let's time. Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
One and only roller coaster. What's that called?
Roller coaster.
One and only experience was when I was a college student. I went to the U.S. for 1 semester, and I went there with a bunch of girls. One Philippines girl, she was too frightened. She chose not to take the roller coaster, and I sat with together with the other 3 girls. We sat on the same row. It felt very quiet when the roller coaster went up, but when it goes down, I feel like it is the most frightened experience because I cannot feel anything. I cannot, I'm not touching anything. So I tried to hold on the handles, use my leg to feel the skin of the chair, and after I get down, I feel like relieved, and I will never do it again.
Okay, thank you. Well done. Now, I'm going to use the 7 wonder C's to analyze Eileen's speech. Okay. 7 fantasies. Number 1, circumstance. What's the circumstance? Circumstance is like date and time. Do you still remember the circumstance? College. She was in college. What else can she add? Maybe the weather. Okay. What kind of day is it? Is it a sunny day? Is it a cloudy day? So if you add on what the surrounding will be like, it will help your audience to visualize the scene. Okay, so she kind of has circumstance. Second C, characters. Does she have characters? Yes. Who are the characters in her story? Herself, her friend. Still remember her friend? Filipino friend. Actually, what's the gender of the friend? A girl, yes. Third C, conflict. What's the major conflict?
The girl was so scared.
The girl was so scared. Is she scared as well? Yes. So, what does she say to make you know that she's also scared? Yes, hold the handle tight, and then her heart was pumping hard, her heart was racing. So, conflict. Okay. Also, conversation. Any conversation? Internal conversation. So there are 2 types of conversation. One is external conversation. So 2 people, I say, hey, I want to challenge you. if you dare to go on that ride, I'll give you $1,000. External conversation.
Challenge accepted.
Yes, and you can say, challenge accepted. My outside voice said, yeah, I can do it. My inside voice said, no, I'm so frightened. Like this. She had something called what we call internal dialogue, internal conversation. Internal conversation is to voice out what you are thinking. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Am I going to die? I don't have life insurance. So actually let your audience know more clearly about how you think. So this is development of the conflict. Now, here's the thing, climax. Now, she does have a conflict, but what about the climax? First of all, what is a climax of a story? It's the highest point, the most exciting part. Okay, does she have a climax in her speech? Yeah, kind of. But how can she have a better climax in her speech?
Add some action.
Body movement used for vocal varieties of poses.
Yes. So she can do something like this. 10 meters, 20 meters. Oh, I'm so scared. Am I going to die? 30 meters, 40 meters. Oh no, I don't want to die. 70 meters, 80 meters. Bang! Oh, it's going so fast. My heart is pumping. I want to close my eyes, but I can't close my eyes. So, and then, so if you add some action and use more vocal variety, it can help you. It can help your story to develop to a climax, so that your audience would know a little bit, will get to understand a little bit more, will always want to know more. Oh, what's next, what's next, what's next? Now, here, the change. Okay. How have you changed after this whole experience? How has she changed? Oh, I understand that roller coaster is scary. I'm not going to try it again. If I'm afraid, I'll just voice it. Lastly, carry out message. The message that you want your audience to know. What's in it for your audience to understand? Is it, oh, I'm never going to try it again? Or is it, if you are afraid, just say it. Okay? So these are the 7 fantasies that you may want to add into your journey. Okay, second tryout. Do you know this place?
Beijing.
Beijing. Wangfujing. Okay. Wow. What's Wangfujing famous of? What kind of snacks?
Spider.
It looks like you have tried. Yes.
This sort of.
Wow. Oh. Now I want you to get into groups of 4 again. Okay? You can work with the same group. The situation is this. You try the grilled scorpion for the first time.
Anything that moves can be eaten.
And then eat.
The experience. And then later on, I'll invite one of you to make a 2-minute speech about this journey to the Scorpion King. Yeah. Or Scorpion Queen. Okay. You have 3 minutes. Go. Okay, time. Okay. Who would like to be the Scorpion King? First Scorpion experience. Okay. Okay, let's put our hands together to welcome the president of BEST.
Okay. Me and my friend was in Beijing. We were working on the street, and suddenly he stopped and said, "Hey, look at there! Try it. You like this." "Oh man, are you serious? The grilled scorpion, can I eat that?" He said, "Yes, try it. I'm sure that you will love it." You know what I felt at that time? I was feeling that a very seasoned and experienced Toastmasters is convincing a guest, "Try and come and make a speech here. It's very easy. You will like it." I was hoping that scorpion. Okay, let me just give it a try. I took a deep breath and I bite it. No, but actually when I bited it, I taste nothing there. It's just some grilled thing. I didn't actually know what I was biting. A spider, a scorpion, I didn't know. But, well, it actually tastes good. Then let me finish the rest part of it. Then my friend asked, "How do you like it?" I said, well, it's good. We can take another one. Do you still remember the first time you come and make a speech here on the stage in Toastmasters? You're afraid. You don't know what will happen, and you think you cannot do it. But when you come to this stage, you found that, wow, we learned a lot of things here, and we can actually improve, and we actually love it. So just go and find your scorpion. For all the guests, you will love this place. Thank you. Commercial.
Whoa. Do you enjoy his speech? Yeah. Let's do some analysis. So, the 7 fantasies. So, does Kingsley have the 7 fantasies in his speech? Let's take a look at circumstance. What's the circumstance? In Beijing. What time is it? Walking on the street. What time is it? One night in Beijing. Yeah, one night in Beijing. Yeah. And they're both single, ready to mingle. You can add that. Okay. Next, characters. He and his friend. What is the conflict? Yes? To eat or not to eat? To eat or not to eat? Conversation. Does he have conversation? Yes. What did his friend say? Try it. You're gonna like it. What is his internal conversation?
No.
Just try it. Yeah. I'm going to try it. So he had a bite. Does his story have a climax? Yeah, kind of. When he's struggling to try or not to try. So the climax, what is the change? He loved it. And he actually makes an analogy. Remember the analogy? First experience with a scorpion versus first experience in Toastmasters. And he actually rubs it in to ask people to join Toastmasters. Join it, you will love it. And that's his carry out message. So next time when you're struggling to try or not to try, just try it because you'll love it. That's his message. So here are the 7 fantasies that you need to check in your next speech, because with these 7 fantasies, you will create your Fanta story and also your Fanta journey. Back to you.